Everybody, this is Khalid Saleh with Investment Consulting. We will continue today with our series on e-commerce website design, and today we're going to talk about a very important yet really simple concept, which is task classification on your website. Now let me jump in right away to the next slide. If you think about the different tasks that a visitor has to perform on your website, and if you think about them from the visitor's perspective, these visitors are either able to complete these tasks easily or with a medium level of difficulty, or they'll find those tasks really difficult to complete. Of course, the more of your tasks are difficult, the more your visitors will struggle to convert. They do not understand what you want them to do, and the lower your conversion rates will be. So typically in conversion optimization, when we come to a website and we look at the different tasks on that website, we will notice that many of the tasks for users are classified as difficult. For this one particular client, for example, some of the key tasks that's related to the checkout process, users classify them as difficult. About 20% of the users classify them as medium tasks, and only 10% said those tasks were easy to perform. That's an issue. If somebody has a difficult time checking out from your website, you're not going to be able to convert them into a visitor. Now, after simple optimization for that website, we spent a little bit of time looking at it, changing a few things in it. We went back to a new data set, new segment, and we asked them to perform the same task, and we looked at the data, and we noticed this time that 65% of our users said that it was really medium. It was a medium difficulty for them to complete the checkout process. Only 20%, compare that to the previous 70%, said it was difficult for them to complete. Still, only 15% said it was easy for them to complete the task. Now, after we spent actually full time optimizing the website, looking at the visitor motivation, what's driving them to the website, and how we can make it easier for them to complete the task. After that, we reached the point where 70% of our users said it was really easy for them to really complete the certain task. In this case, the checkout process. Only 10% said it was difficult, and in that case, about 20% said it was medium difficulty task. This is a really important concept because if you compare the two, 70% of the visitors had a tough time completing the task at hand versus 70% said it was really easy. So you remove the thing that was hindering your conversion process. Now, let me give you an example of things that can kill your conversion process and become really difficult, and they stop your visitor from converting. Let me just switch my screens over here, and let's take a simple example over here. For example, I'll compare Best Buy to CompUSA. Let's say I'm in the marketplace, I'm trying to buy a laptop, and you have to think about this, by the way. I don't think a single web designer would sit down and says, okay, well, I want to design this task with the intention of making it difficult for my visitors. No one really, or at least you hope no one would start with that intention. However, because they're not thinking through their website design, they're not paying close attention to the different details, you end up with difficult tasks to complete. So for example, let's take a simple task such as I want to buy a laptop. Not very computer savvy, so I just know that I need a laptop, nothing really too fancy. I don't want to spend, the budget is really important to me. So I come in to the Best Buy website, and I see over here, let's see, okay, well, computers and laptops. Now right away, for somebody who doesn't know, it says laptops and then says notebooks. I am not sure what the difference between the two is. I'm just going to go ahead and I guess click on a laptop because that's the word I used, although really I'm not sure what the difference is. And now we just wait for Best Buy to come back. So see that confusion, you don't want your users to be confused that way, and I can understand why Best Buy might have used those two words. Some visitors refer to laptops as notebooks, some don't. I'm actually not even sure, but you can imagine how that can be confusing, especially if you imagine somebody who's not too familiar with the web. Now, this is something really nice I like this because really they honed in right away on the question that I had in mind. Which laptop is right for you? I'm not sure. Why don't you help me? And they right away give you options. Entertainment. Are you looking for internet and email? Are you looking for ultra portable? Are you looking for gaming? Are you looking for something for a small business? Really, that hones in on exactly my needs. So I need a laptop, for example, let's say for internet and email, and I click on that. And see, they're anticipating what the user might be looking for. They're giving me options. They got through the minds of the visitor, and they're really presenting us with different options. And right away, as you see over here, they're presenting me with different laptops. Now, here is a little bit of disconnect that happened. Remember, I clicked on internet and email, and all of a sudden, actually, this is really nicely done because over here you still show the internet and email, so that's really nice, and it's showing me just different laptops. I'm not sure how to select, between the different laptops, which one is better for me, which one is not. It allows me to sort by brand, but for somebody who doesn't really know the brands, I'm not too familiar. I've heard Acer might be good. I'm not sure. Why would I select this Acer versus the other Acer? It's like $20. Is it really worth spending that 20 additional dollars? Why don't I, let's see, another Acer, the difference is $20.